Yes, Jace, it is. And we're looking forward to seeing who can win. Wow. Will it be Williamson? Will it be Pigden? Will it be James Inglis? Daniel Harding's already had a victory tonight. Is it going to be Matthew Dumsney, the outsider, in car number 17, Jason Kendrick? The fastest heat, 13.141 he did. The fastest when it came to our time trials of 13.409. Here we go. He's on the inside. We'll see what he can do. Is he going to get the race lead? It's a hard charge into the first quarter. And guess who's in front? Harding. And we've already lost 5. Well, or have we? A couple may have escaped, but 3 have been tangled up. Here, he washed off speed, and then bang, bang, bang. It was a concertina effect, and there you go. That's the end of it. Inglis looks like he'd be finding it maybe hard to start, depending on whether he's got any damage.
In fact, it looked like Cross might have had a little bit of contact with Dumsney that then slowed him down to bring Williamson into...
So is that going to be deemed fair? He's taken a really early fly. Has Dane Kingshot fighting back? Is Harding on the inside? Are they going to get through? They're not. There's one that spun, and he's going to sit in the middle of the racetrack, and it's Dumsney this time. And they race down this main straight. Surely they can get past turns 1 and 2 at least as they charge into turns 1 and 2. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, they're down the back straight, and we've got our race lead now. Got to focus, Carl. They've got 1 lap, and look who's gone to the front. It's Kai Scroop. Gee, he was fast early, Scroop. Scroop's on a 13.84. He's gone to the front. Harding fights back. Harding goes to the lead down the back straight, so he gets back past Scroop. Dane Kingshot is also up there. In fact, it is at the moment Harding who's gone to the front. I'm not sure where he is on the transponder. His transponder doesn't seem to be working.
So Harding's out in front down the back straight. Scroop in 2nd place, and back in 3rd place is Dane Kingshot. Then we've got Trent Pigden and the 9 of AJ Nash as they run down into turn number 1 and 2 once again. Harding in front. He's got a back bumper full of the 18 car of Kai Scroop and also Dane Kingshot. 3 across the track. Big crash.
Dumsney again.
Dumsney's rolled over. Red lights are on, and we've got another stoppage.
Dumsney's not been in there yet, has he? So
here's the replay coming up. This is from the infield.
Him and Cross again, is it?
He goes around Cross, no, it's all by himself. Yep. Spins into the fence, and upside down it goes. We see the wing yet again around the cone and down into turn number 1. Where will the first move come from? It comes from Mayolo around Pigden, and now looking up on the outside of Nash. And out in front, we nearly have a lead change. It's just Harding from Scroop as we complete 4.
Mayolo has jumped to 4th. He's made up 2 spots already.
Fastest times early in the program, Harding and Scroop, and they are doing it nicely out in front, chopping and changing. Scroop goes back to the race lead. Harding fights back on the outside, and they're side by side with 8 laps down.
So 8 down, and it's a good battle out in front. There's a good battle further back in the field too between Kendrick and also Williamson. But at the front of the field, it's these two, the 22 of Harding and 18 of Scroop. And not far behind is that of Dane Kingshot, then AJ Nash, and then Mayolo. That's the first 5. Trouble! Gone. The 18's got a flat tyre. Running into the inside of him is Dane Kingshot.
Once again to Coney. We had our hearts in our mouth there for a second. Can Mayolo make the pass down the back straight on Nash? He can. He gets himself up in 2nd for the time being. Further back, Kendrick has gotten himself away from Williamson and moved up past JD Dack as well. So we've gone through 11 laps and he's hard.
Well, Russell Taylor's bunny hopping down there, and he's got the 3 leading cars coming up right on his hammer. No, he's bunny hopping. He goes fast and then he goes slow and he goes fast. He's got a fuel problem, obviously. But I'll tell you what, if he lasts, he might even win this race. The 3 race leaders are right up his clacker now. Look at this. Here they come. Going around on the low line is Harding. The high line now. Nash, look at Nash. Nash is trying to push up into the race lead here. Up on the outside. 3-wide move. Over the top he goes. He takes over Mayolo.
He does. Mayolo takes the lead from Harding, and Russell Taylor is certainly in the way. AJ Nash is right there with them, and back then to Pigden. They get around Russell Taylor. It is Mayolo just in front. On the inside of Harding is the 9 of AJ Nash. 21 down and 29 to go. Pigden coming into the equation, and the 79 of Chris Coyle not far behind. Harding comes back now at Mayolo. They come up behind. Miles Bolger in 13. Mayolo still in front. Harding in 2nd place with 28 to go.
I really don't want them to stop for this fuel stop right now, because how good is this battle out in front? It is a 3-way battle as they get at the moment. It is Nash, then it is Picton, then Coyle, Kendrick, Williamson, Lancaster. A long way back in Harding. Mayolo and Nash, what an absolute ripping battle they are putting on out the front. Mayolo leading for a fair chunk. Yeah, the top of that car is horrendous, but he's being able to get the car around the track, and he is gaining points.
So is it only fuel here?
Yep.
Is that all?
That's
Only
all
fuel.
they're allowed to do. They can take tyres, but they will go to the rear as a result. They can make adjustments. Adjustments are fine. A lot of conversation going down here. We're going to quickly start roaming around and start checking things out. Daniel Harding parked up here. Tyres actually looking good, Nick, for 25 laps of racing. There's a huge amount of damage. They're actually going to get the angle grinder out. They're going to keep working past curfew here on the Diamond Bay Motorsport 26.
Well, the red lights are still on at the moment. I would have thought they would have gone yellow by now that the...
Well, the Queen Mary crashed out the back of
Sorry,
Quinana.
is that what it is? Oh, sorry. They were just waiting to just clear that away. Okay. Makes 100% of sense.
This reminds me of 25 laps ago as we launch into the restart. They've got past the cone. There's a start. Can they get away and around here between turns 1 and 2? They can. And with the reduced field, we're only down to 12. Miles Bolger is at the rear. It's Harding who's out in front.
Harding leads. Back in second is the 77 of Mayolo, then Pigden, then Nash. Here comes Callum Williamson around the outside, moves into 4th place. He's made some big moves. Kendrick is in 6th place, then back to Coyle in 7th, and the 44 of Ryan Lancaster is back there in 8th place, but they've got some catching up to do. The 22 of Daniel Harding leads. He's already won the Speed Car feature race, and he's only got 22 laps to go to win the Sprint Car feature race.
So the biggest winner on the restart by far, Callum Williamson moving up into 4th spot. The biggest loser of it is Chris Coyle. He's dropped back to 7th spot at the moment, battling away with Jason Kendrick in 6th. Obviously, Daniel Harding is absolutely flying. Trent Picton has moved himself into a podium spot. And yep, it is Lancaster in 8th spot right now. But he's looking like he's closing up the gap a little bit as Kendrick and Coyle get very close down the back straight. But Harding's gone through 30 laps.
Yeah, he's gone through 30 laps, and he's gone through 30 laps very stylishly indeed. He's got a big margin already since the restart. He's just going so much faster. Trent Picton is the 2nd fastest car in the race. In fact, he went marginally quicker than the race leader on the last lap round, car number 19, but he's still got a big challenger in Mayolo, who's driving the high line. Picton's driving the low line. He's sucking on the concrete curve down low as they come through to complete 32.
Spin.
Look out.
And Harding just misses him. And it is the 44 of Ryan Lancaster.
He goes for it. Trent Picton tries to go with him, and he does. Can Trent Picton cause an upset here at Boilover? Oh, to be incredible. Here comes a flyer. 2 out wide goes Mayolo. And then what have we got chasing back in the pack? We've got a car, it looks like, up nice and high, and Chris Coyle, who's moving forward pretty well too.
So Mayolo comes around Pigden. Now this is where we were about 12 or 15 laps ago. They're trying to stay with Harding. Harding is the race leader, but Pigden is coming on strong, and not far behind is Mayolo, then Williamson, and then back to AJ Nash. 11 laps to go here in the 50-lapper.
42 laps down. Daniel Harding still reigning supreme at 14.039. Second lap the last time round. Pigden at 14.155. So the gap has started to widen. Callum Williamson not getting any closer. Bradley Mayolo, AJ Nash having the duel now on the racetrack. And there's also one between Kendrick and, can you believe it, the 26 car of James Inglis as they go through.
He has been driving exceptionally well for most of the evening. It's going to be another DNF for AJ Nash. It is 2 laps to go. It is Daniel Harding who is your race leader at the moment. Trent Picton has put in an incredible effort. He's in 2nd right now. Then it's Callum Williamson and Bradley Mayolo. Jason Kendrick is back in 5th. Chris Coyle. Then it's James Inglis. So Kendrick has managed to move up another spot, and he's going okay. White flag is out. Daniel Harding has got 1 more lap to go. He's got less than 500 metres. Trent Picton's put in an absolute tear. But this man in car 22, the Adra Group entry, it's the Speed Cars and the Sprint Cars all in one night. Daniel Harding is your race winner. Trent Picton 2nd. Callum Williamson on the podium 3rd. Then comes Brad Mayolo. Jason Kendrick back in 5th. Followed by Chris Coyle and James Inglis. Jason Pride is just going to outlast Matthew Cross to get 7th, then 8th. From 8th and 9th. Miles Bolger is 10th and the only other one to finish.
On his way to victory in 2 main events. He drops the checkered flag about 50 metres from the finish. He doesn't care about that. He's about to cut sick. He's about to do a few 360s. He's done 3. He's done 4. And he is the winner of the Geneve Sprint Car main event here tonight. And that is an extraordinary performance, winning the Charlie West Speed Cars over 26 laps, and in a race which went just under 1 hour from the first time they were pushed off, 54 minutes in fact. He is now the winner of the second race of the night, the Ampol Geneve Sprint Car 50-lapper. He's out of the car, ladies and gentlemen, about to get up on the top wing. Make plenty of noise for your winner tonight in the 50-lap main event. It is Daniel Harding who takes the checkered flag and is a very happy man and is going to stand on the top step for the second time in just over an hour.